want to share with you 3 tips on how you can know if your high heel is going to be comfortable or not before you purchase. The first thing is obviously the length of your heel. So I have these 2 examples. So the longer the heel, the more uncomfortable it's going to get. So for example, if you compare these 2, this shoe is obviously very uncomfortable, especially if it's more than 3 inches, then you know it's gonna be uncomfortable. The second thing is how sharp your heel is. So if it's, how slender. If it's very slender, it means you're exerting a lot of pressure on it. There is not enough distribution of pressure in your foot. It means it's gonna be uncomfortable. For example, if you compare with a block heel or a heel that's a bit thick, between these 2, this one is definitely uncomfortable. And then the other thing is the distance between your heel and where the front part of your shoe touches the ground. If it's very small, like this one, then it's going to be uncomfortable because you're arching your leg a bit too much. For example, if you compare with this one, the distance is pretty wide if you compare these 2. So yeah, you can be on the lookout for such things before you buy a heel, because most of the times we see a shoe, we like it, you actually wear it at the shop, but because you're not walking too much, then you won't know whether it's uncomfortable. And it's until you are wearing it to an event or something, that's when you realize it's uncomfortable. Also, something else as a bonus point is how it looks, the front part of it. For example, if we compare these 2, this one is a bit of like a block, I would say. It's wider here. So it means if it's not wide, it means your toes are going to be squeezed. Your toes might be pressed together. Yeah, and it's gonna be painful for especially if you have a wide leg. So it's also something to consider. If it's wider, then your toes are comfortable. Yeah, so that's my bonus point. I hope this will help you the next time you're trying to get a high heel shoe.